The start of Week 5 is on the way as EA Sports brings you the Patriots and Texans. Get ready for an AFC showdown brought to you by Madden NFL Football.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
In the first quarter of the season, doing battle here as we get this one underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. They're led by the number 2 overall pick in April's draft from BYU, the rookie Zach Wilson.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now it's Wilson. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. On 2nd down, it's Harris. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
The Patriots send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. About to get our first look at this Texans offense as they're led out by Davis Mills, their rookie quarterback, selected in the 3rd round from Stanford.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Mills. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Mills. And this is going to be incomplete. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Now Wilson. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, this defense for the Texans, they have certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Mills throw there, complete to Rodgers. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
All right, let's just go and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. They'll run on first down. Mitchell takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. Nick Bolton there on the tackle. Right back to Mitchell on second down. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Mills to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he is going to have the Texans first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On first down, Mitchell. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Mills on 3rd and 2. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit in the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Mills now. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Dayo Odangbo in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Throw left side there. Schwartz with it. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Trucks over him. He takes this for 3 to the 29. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Mills from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete to Rodgers. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on 1st down. Mitchell. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll try to throw here. Mills. Mills can't get away, and down he goes. Azeez Ojulari in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Mills. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
On second down now, it's Harris. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And he's got room. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was the rookie, Najee Harris, who finished it off with a touchdown run. And McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Mills. Man open right side, it's Rodgers. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this will be a Texans 1st down as good running gets them to about the 44. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. To throw, Mills. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in. Mills. On his screen, this is Evans. And he is going to lose yardage here. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. but no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. New England's offense set to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's swung out wide to Harris. Sheds off the tackle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. He'll get that underneath to Herbert. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. Wonder if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone.
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so because the run has been very effective for them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Seth Williams, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. A 2nd down throw from Mills. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Mitchell. Got some room at the 30 and some room to maneuver. And he is finally out of bounds across midfield at the 40-yard line. 96 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
On 1st and 10, Mills. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. A 1st down throw for Mills. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Mills. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Kyle Pitts
with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin just up the road right here in Florida, an AFC South matchup between Tennessee and Jacksonville. And that one just before halftime with the Jaguars out on top. C.J. Beathard has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati to check in on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And they trail the visiting Green Bay Packers as that one's gone to halftime. Aaron Rodgers with 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington football team at home at FedEx Field. And that one all tied against the visiting Saints. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for New England. And it's been the ground attack that's kept them in this ball game as they rushed for over 100 yards as a team in those first 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Texans, here's a look at their numbers throwing the football in what was a very even first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. On the return, it's Taylor. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 106 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first. hands it off out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw is Mills. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. And he's brought down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And to give this time to the tailback. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Mills can't get away, and down he goes. Dayo Odeyingbo able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. That's complete. It's Cornell Powell. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
On 1st down, it's Harris, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. 120 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Come on now, let's do this.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Reyes. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
On 2nd and 9, Mills. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Mills. He's going to fire one, deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
First down, and they go back to Harris. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Throwing is Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Reyes. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
A gain of First down, Patriots.
They'll run on first down. Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. They run again with Harris. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, New England.
On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
On second down, this is Harris. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
He's brought down at the 40-yard line. First and goal at the 40-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 30-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter play. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Third down and goal now. This Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. There's Wilson to throw. Touchdown, Patriots. Najee Harris, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Obviously a huge touchdown for their team, but a big touchdown for a rookie quarterback here to be able to break the tie in the fourth quarter.
And he just shook off all the pressure, too. Because when you think about it, tie ball game, rookie quarterback, most of them are thinking, don't make a mistake. Instead, this young man just said, I'll make a play.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a New England touchdown. McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. On the return, it's Taylor. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Houston's offense taking over again. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Mills on first down. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
To throw again on second down. Mills. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
Brings up third down and 2.
On third down, Mitchell. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. Nifty move. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Interception, baby, all day, all day.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
On first down, Harris. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
And a Patriot first down.
They run with Harris. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at third and a few inches. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Reyes. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Now it's Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
On the ground, it's Harris. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. John Bates with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. On the return, it's Taylor. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
On second down, it's Mitchell. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Third and short yardage, Mills. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. First down, Mills. Mills can't get away, and down he goes. Cameron Sample in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it,
yeah. See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the first down sack. Mills. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Azeez Ojulari picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Third and long for Mills. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Fourth down, Mills. He's going to look deep for more. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up first and 10 at the 40. After the interception, here's Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the rookie Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they pulled it by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they'll have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mills on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Elijah Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Patriots ready to try again on offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On the delay, here's Harris. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So here's Mills and the Texans. Down 21-14, 1:46 to go. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And that's caught by Williams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Azeez Ojulari in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. McPherson on for the point after. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. New England trying to get a place on offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the 1st down. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He finds his man, complete. That's Reyes. And he will hustle out of bounds. That stops the clock. But, boy, that's just a very minimal gain. And also, keep in mind, it's 4th down.
And, Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And controlling the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. 7 yards, the pickup there. On second down now, it's Harris. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Shoves him aside, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game, and how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss. Now a give, running left is Harris. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
The Patriots send out their punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. but they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part one is done, now part two. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mills to throw it. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Amari Rodgers. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Texans send the punter out as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. The Patriot offense back out, getting set to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. Room here to run. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Let's go.
18 big yards on that one and a New England 1st down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
On 1st down, Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all time. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Reyes. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
They're starting to put together a nice drive. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And that will break our tie and give him a 3-point lead. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this.